I know it's been a little drizzly here, DV, but it's about 48 degrees right now in Arizona and wind chill about 44.
Yeah, it's great to be here in sunny California, but I will be returning on Sunday morning for Snellzilla Day. Snellzilla Sunday.
You would never miss that.
Yeah, big surprise with that one. Listen, yes, it is frio, muy frio. They're in the desert. Guys are going to get their work in. Hopefully, John, we continue our winning ways.
Try to win 8 in a row. Well, we have baseball under the lights for the final time in Arizona as the Dodgers are going through their final preparations before they leave for Tokyo on Wednesday. Kirsten Watson is with the Dodgers. She's bundled up in Peoria. Join us now live with more ahead of tonight's game. Hi there, Kirsten.
Yeah, well, you guys are in a very comfortable, probably a little chilly studio. I am freezing out here. Do you see this? I have the hat, the scarf. It was pouring all day. So there was a big question of if this game was even going to happen tonight. But things are going as planned. But so far, the rain has cleared out. But Dave Roberts did give us an update just on the lineup. Originally, Mookie Betts was going to be out there today. He has since been scratched. And he also gave us an update on Shohei Ohtani, whose pitching plan has slowed down just a little bit.
I think the plan is to just go as scheduled. The only kind of amendment we made was I scratched Mookie today. I kind of rearranged the schedule so he'll play the next couple days, Saturday, Sunday. And there won't be 3 in a row or 4 in a row, whatever it is. So that's the only change. But outside that, business as usual.
For Shohei, just in regard to I know you guys were slowing things down, but he's still playing catch? Is he going to be throwing bullpens, just not waiting on facing hitters?
He's still going to be playing catch, and then I don't know when his next scheduled bullpen is. I think the main thing is we wanted to keep his arm moving and then temper the intensity for a bit and then ramp back up. I don't know when that ramp up is going to start up again, though.
Like no bullpen before you guys leave, probably?
I would say probably not. I think that's a safe bet.
So it's now been over a week since Shohei Ohtani has thrown a bullpen. And so Dave Roberts last night, when he addressed the media, he shared that they have now slow played his progression. He is going to continue playing catch. He's likely not going to throw a bullpen while the team is still in Arizona, and he's definitely not going to face hitters anytime soon. So the original timeline was looking for a return for him to the mound, likely in May. That now is not going to be the case anymore. Dave Roberts does not want to put a timeline on it, one for Shohei or for the expectations of the media standpoint. So for him, everything is fine. No injury, nothing like that. It's just a slow play to most importantly keep him healthy for October, but also just to manage his schedule while he is hitting and ramping up on that side. So of course, it's going to be a lot of conversation throughout the season as to days he needs here and there, but they do still feel really good just about the progression and the timeline in which he will be available to return on the mound, guys.
Stocking cap and a scarf. We're not used to seeing that in Arizona. Kirsten, try to stay warm tonight for this final night game of the spring. Thank you very much. Let's get our first look at tonight's starting lineup for your Dodgers. Tommy Edman will be leading it off, starting at second base. Michael Conforto is in left. Teoscar Kike in right field, center field, respectively. Austin Barnes does the catching. Chris Taylor playing third base. James Outman will DH. Michael Chavis getting the start at first base, and Haesung Kim is at shortstop. So no Shohei. Mookie was scratched. No Freddie. All three of them played yesterday, Jerry, but there are a lot of veteran guys we saw in the lineup tonight getting their reps as we prepare for Tokyo.
I love the fact that we got a little bit of the older guys like Mookie, Shohei, and Freddie. It's cold. It's a night game. It's going to be a little damp. You don't want to risk any pull hamstring or pull calf, especially with Freddie coming off that ankle. We're going to have enough big league players in the lineup. Kike Hernandez in the heart of this lineup as well. He's been swinging a hot bat. So you got plenty of guys to get ready for opening day.
And in case you've never been to Arizona or the Cactus League circuit, Peoria Ballpark is not that far from Camelback Ranch. It's probably the closest ballpark to Camelback Ranch. So it's really not that much of a stretch to have these many regulars in the starting lineup.
Great place to hit, too.
They've been dealing with some weather issues all day.
You were a spring
Except
player.
when it's 48 degrees. All right, so Shohei Ohtani looks to have recovered well from his off-season shoulder surgery. He's having a good spring with the bat. But as for Shohei's return to the mound, we've seen him throw bullpens this spring at Camelback Ranch. But Dave Roberts said earlier today and even yesterday that they're dialing things back a little bit with Shohei. Not going to face live hitters until sometime after Japan. We thought we were going to see him in May in a big league game. Do you think that is still the plan?
John, this is the biggest non-story. Andrew Friedman was on Dodger Talk from Dodger Fest and said specifically, you will not see Ohtani face hitters in spring training. And Andrew Friedman, who's more in charge of the macro than the micro, said there is no timeline on when Ohtani's going to pitch. And we all know the Dodgers value the back end of the season more than they do the front end of the season for a guy coming off injury. And Jay Hare, it's no coincidence he stopped throwing bullpens to get ready to hit with his left shoulder.
You said it right there, DV. This is a non-issue. Remember, Shohei, it's about the second half, and we want to make sure he's strong for the second half and the postseason. Kind of similar to Walker Buehler last year. He was healthy going into the season, but they slow played him, making sure he'll have the proper buildup for the second half. But unlike Buehler, Shohei's our leadoff hitter, so you got to make sure he's ready to go with the bat.
That's the biggest thing. If Ohtani was only a pitcher and he didn't touch the mound for 9 days, then the alarm bell should go off. But not in this unique situation. So I'm sorry, Hard Tongue, there's no conspiracy here.
You don't have to apologize to me. It's just something worth talking about when Deadspin puts out a story earlier today that says that he had a setback. And everyone's like, come on.
Hey, you're going to need to apologize to me, though, for years. That comes later.
All right, well, it might be a cold evening in Peoria by Jerry. There's almost always a great sunset in Arizona, right? There's also been that lingering story of Dave Roberts' contract situation. Today, Doc gave us an update after reports surfaced of a potential new deal coming.
Anything else you want to announce today, Dave?
No, not yet. Not yet. We're, How about the 1 yard line in football? Yeah, it's things are looking good. I'm optimistic. So you guys all know this is where I want to be. So I'm excited that things are getting done. So,
Yeah, so Dave Roberts' new deal certainly put a bow on what has been another great offseason for the Dodgers. And if the reports are accurate, DV, this contract is going to make Doc the highest paid skipper and well-deserved.
Yeah, highest paid skipper for an annual average season, meaning probably somewhere in the $8 to $10 million range, since Craig Counsell is currently the highest paid manager at $8 million. And look, there is so much more that goes into managing the Dodgers these days than just being there at 7-10 and managing 9 innings.
I concur with that. Listen, Dave Roberts has done an incredible job making sure you're able to manage not just on the field, but manage all sorts of type of personalities, be able to talk to the media seamlessly, get the information from the front office, our analytics guys, to make sure you apply it on the field with the position players, the pitchers. He's done an incredible job. Well-deserved manager, future Hall of Fame manager, Dave Roberts.
Yeah, not to mention, he's won 2 World Series. He's been to 4 World Series. He has the highest winning percentage in the modern era. So it's not like he's just a nice guy. He's done a pretty good job of winning games with a lot of talent that Andrew Friedman has given him. And it's not as easy as people think, right, Jerry? A lot of egos to manage.
In October, the way he handled the pitching staff and the roster in October was incredible.
That was his best managing job this past October.
All right, still more to come. Austin Barnes, he is the longest consecutive rostered player on the Dodgers. He was called up on May 13th, 2015, and for the last 3,586 days, he has been on their 40-man roster. The real AB behind the plate tonight to catch Justin Robleski to start it off. Cactus League play is winding down. Only 5 more games in Arizona after tonight. All-day games. A noon start tomorrow against the White Sox, and then we spring forward for daylight saving. 1 p.m. start times for the final 3 games, Sunday through Tuesday. All games on Sportsnet LA, and then next Wednesday, wheels up to Japan. DV can't wait. Left-handed pitcher Jackson Ferris is the Dodgers' 4th-ranked prospect. The 21-year-old struck out 5 in 2 innings of work yesterday. Today, he's with Kirsten for our Dodger Voice, brought to you by Morongo Casino Resort and Spa.
All right, well, I'm joined by Jackson Ferris. And Jackson, you have been quite the name this spring training. You've been really impressing a lot of the coaches here. How has this spring just been for you so far?
kind of surreal, honestly, like just being around these guys in the locker room. Like, kind of grew up watching a lot of these guys on TV, and now being like kind of a young guy in the locker room, it's definitely surreal to be around these guys and learn from them.
So tell me, who was, I guess, the most surreal to be around in this clubhouse? Because there's a lot of stars in here.
Honestly, probably Kershaw. Like, I feel like just me being a lefty pitcher, him and Snell, honestly, like just kind of growing up watching both those guys, and then me being a Red Sox fan when Snell was on the Rays, just kind of always like, not gonna lie, like pulling against him when he was on the Rays, and then like Kershaw just kind of like modeling my game after him when I was younger. It was definitely surreal to see both of those two.
Both of them actually have bullpens today. Just being able to see how they, whether it's them going about their day, what they look on the mound, how do you just kind of use this time, and how valuable is it not only to be their teammates, but to really get to learn from them pretty much every day?
Yeah, it's definitely awesome. I mean, they've been around for so long, and that's kind of like the goal, I feel like, for everybody who's in professional baseball or growing up playing baseball, is just to like play in the MLB for as long as possible. And these guys have done it and proven that they can do it and stay healthy. And I just feel like that's kind of something that you just want to learn from them.
Yeah. What was it like coming to this organization? You were with the Cubs organization. You're part of the trade to come here. Since being here, how has it been just getting to know not only the players, the coaches, now being in this Dodgers group?
It was different. Like, when I got that call, I didn't really know how to react, whether to be happy, sad, whatever. But now that I'm here, and then, I mean, pretty much day one, like when the coaches started like giving me things to work on, I was like, okay, like I'm here for all of it, and just kind of want to learn. And I know I wasn't perfect at 19, so like just kind of learning from them and just kind of changing everything in order to get to the big leagues.
Yeah. In regard to stuff, you were very good yesterday in your outing. How have things just kind of been progressing for you as you continue to develop and getting to that big league stage?
Whenever I feel like I go out onto the field, like you just kind of forget everything that you're like working on, just try and get outs no matter what. And I feel like that's the name of the game. And I feel pretty confident in myself going out there and just throwing the ball over the plate. When I do that, I feel confident in myself just to get outs.
Yeah. What's been communicated to you as just to what this year is going to look like?
I feel like everybody just says that it should be an exciting year, and I feel like it should be, in my opinion, too, but I guess we'll see. It's early.
It is early, but I do think it's going to be a special one. If you can just envision what it's going to be like one day making your debut at Dodger Stadium, things like that, what do you think that experience is going to be like for you?
I think it'll be awesome. Like, I don't even, probably speechless, honestly, like just to have my family and everybody who's been with me along the whole journey, the ride. And I mean, it's as much my journey as it is theirs. So, I mean, just to have them with me through all that, it'll be awesome. Yeah.
Well, you've definitely impressed a lot this spring, and I hope that that special day is soon to come. So, Jackson, thank you as always. It's been fun getting to know you a little bit, and we'll talk to you soon, all right?
Thank you.
He is an impressive young man, and from a young left-hander now to a future Hall of Fame left-hander, Clayton Kershaw Jr. returned to Arizona a few days ago, threw his first bullpen today, and that's certainly a big step in his return to coming back to the mound.
Yeah, good to see Kersh back on the mound, really starting his build-up. We know he'll return sometime June, July, or August. We're unsure yet, but the most important thing, he's healthy and he's starting that build-up. And there's a big rumor going around that he's also be going to Japan with the team.
Yeah,
we might put him to work.
Not just a rumor. It's happening.
Put him to work. You know what I'm saying? Maybe do some reporting for us while he's out there.
That's a good plan. But this feels like the first day of pitchers and catchers reporting, or a few days after that. This seems to be day one of him building up for his comeback. And look, that left foot was a real issue. For him to even throw a bullpen session today and just be able to put a lot of gravity force on that left foot, on that left knee, that's a really great sign.
Well, you saw the graphic photo of it, so if anyone would know, it is certainly you.
Saw it in living color.
It was not pretty. Meantime, Bobby Miller, he was back on a mound today as well. Threw a live BP for the first time since getting drilled in the head. Gave up a home run to Max Muncy today. Also got some swing and miss against a few guys, DV. But the session ended after Muncy hit a comebacker that he had to dodge right back at him. So we're going to see what's next in his progression as well.
Yeah, maybe that was a blessing in disguise, because he got that experience out of the way after such a scary incident the first time. So, look, his season's set back. There's no doubt about it. So there's no time crunch on Bobby Miller.
Yeah, he may need to watch that dodgeball movie. It was a dive, duck, dip, and dive.
Is that in your notes?
Yeah. So, again, listen, the most important thing is, it is a great movie, by the way.
Really good.
The most important thing, he is back on the mound. Now he can really start his build-up, getting ready for a season. Good to see Bobby Miller back in the mix.
Well, What other notes do you got there? Other movie lines that you got?
These are my notes. Can you guys do a close up here?
Davey, apparently you're new to Jerry. Yeah.
It's too.
I thought he had a lot of details in there.
I scribble. I do this.
No, he
It's
just
all up
wants
here.
to have a pad of paper to make it look like he's actually got some notes.
Right. Got it.
All right,
Thank you.
so what a wild ride it's been for Tommy Edman, traded to the Dodgers at the deadline.